information. Welcome to the Randy Savagery Show.
I feel like it's been a minute since you did one of those.
I know.
It's been a minute.
I know, because I've been opening them more like Joe, where he's like, you know, what the problem is with
I do
society.
like it that way.
I like it that way.
I like
too.
it that way because I'm instantly in. I'm like, what
Yeah,
are they talking about?
I agree. I'm not against it at all.
It's like a hook. It's like coming into a hook.
Yeah, it's like the story's already implicated and whatnot. But first thing I want to bring up to you, bro, Netflix stock.
What is it, tumbling?
Honestly, I don't know, but it's one of the highest searched things online right now. And you watch Netflix, so I was going to ask you, are they not coming out with new stuff lately? Are they popping?
They do. I think their problem is they keep raising the price and they keep like restricting things.
Oh, Josh Canope. What up, Josh? Saying hi to the live. Interact with your live, dude.
Yeah.
Josh Canope, I think I saw you at Speedway. No, you said hi to me somewhere. I saw you somewhere. You said hi, and I appreciate it. Yeah, dude.
But I haven't heard anything like on the news about it.
Well, I know that I hear comedians talk about like the deal is dead there. Like they don't even want to sell their
'cause of
special there
YouTube.
no more.
Because of YouTube.
Yeah, but I guess they're not paying good either.
Well, no, I would assume compared to YouTube, you're not messing with anybody.
Yeah, but YouTube, you get paid for what you produce, right?
Yeah, but we're all talking about big people here.
Yeah, they would do better. I'm just saying, they're all saying like the deal that Netflix is offering is like crap. Like they give you $25,000. Or this is literally what what's his name? Chris DiStefano said, and he's also on TV a little bit, but he's a stand-up comedian. He said it's $27,000 cash, and then you'll own your special back maybe in 4 years. You never get to see the transparency of the amount of numbers that you generated. They just tell you that you did good.
That's how it works on everything on Netflix.
Rough. That's rough stuff, dude. So they can just constantly lie all they want then, right?
They're taking a hit right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of competition.
Yeah, there's
I
Tubi,
personally
Hulu,
still think they're the best.
Netflix.
Yeah, they still have the biggest selection of content. But like HBO Max makes the best stuff.
Yeah.
Everything they make is high quality. They don't put out bad quality stuff.
Has anyone put anything like Euphoria quality on YouTube yet alone, like without people yet?
I don't think so.
Nah, huh? Why is it so hard to do that? Is that really expensive to shoot?
Yeah, it is.
Why? It's just kids getting high in a school.
It's all the people you got to pay, all the directors, all the camera people. It's a big staff. So, like, good luck making your money back off streams doing that.
You don't think Mr. Beast could produce a BA episode?
Well, like, let's just look at, let's say, all right, we're going to go to the furthest extreme.
All right.
Just to make it an easier case, because I don't have any actual real info on this. But, like, Avengers, Endgame, super expensive. I think they paid somewhere close to $1 billion to make it.
But that's like got CGI out the ass.
Well, you're talking about high-quality film.
Okay, so but Euphoria is like
CGI is not the expensive part. The people are.
the humans.
The people are. Yeah, that's like the guy that makes John Wick. Everything's CGI because it's cheap.
Right.
So you got tons of people. You're spending millions of dollars shooting that. That's a lot of streams to make millions of dollars back.
Why don't they get the actors like have you ever seen the movie Kids? We used to watch it at your house all the time, like in a big conglomerate.
Kids?
Yeah. It's this movie called Kids about these kids in New York. And like they ran around. One he likes, like, the whole premise starts with this kid who likes having sex with virgins. His name's Sully, I think. And he's like, I like fucking virgins. And then he's doing that the whole movie. They're drinking, they're smoking, and eventually he gets HIV. And he gives, you don't remember us watching this movie? We watched it at your house in White Lake. Like, picture like 12 people watching Kids.
I just don't remember it, but
yeah.
it sounds vaguely familiar.
Well, it's like a cult classic. A lot of people, maybe, shouts out to the viewers. They might know it. Maybe Josh, he might know it. But, like, they just got a bunch of normal kids around New York before they were famous. Like, why don't you just pick up a bunch of, like, I could just go in Detroit. You.
Because they're not the expensive part.
What is expensive about Euphoria?
The people shooting it.
Okay.
Shooting it and getting all
Okay.
those bodies. You see how hard it is to get people together?
It is hard.
That's with your friends.
Right. But if you incentivize everybody $100, show up on set and make $100.
Some of them going to show up.
Right.
Some of them. But what if enough don't show up? Now you just wasted a whole day, burnt through a whole bunch of money.
That is crazy. Wow. I don't know. I don't really have the answers.
I don't see the full movies and shit on YouTube ever.
It's never going that way, eh?
They're just not built for that. Because it doesn't pay right for what you'd have to put into it.
Interesting.
Like, movies are not free.
Movies aren't free. No, I know Mark Norman and Louis C.K. Ever heard of Louis C.K.? Redhead comedian, bald guy. All right. I know that they just made a comedy movie, and they only released it on their website. So isn't that kind of like the same concept as doing it on YouTube?
No, that's because you're going to get paid for it.
It's more like Patreon.
They're getting paid.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the subscription.
Yeah, but I think YouTube offers subscriptions
But
too.
most people don't have that. And you can watch it no matter what.
Really? I don't know.
The subscription so you don't have ads.
Oh, it's not content specific.
Yeah, it's not content related.
Did not know. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's free on YouTube. So like for an expensive film to be made, there's no way you'd make your money back because you're getting paid off streams.
But what about, do you think in the future there might be a time where like the next Godfather will come out on Patreon?
No, it'll be on one of the streaming services because they're set up for that.
But Patreon would work too, right?
The most likely, all right, I'll give you this. The most likely one it could happen on is Twitter, just because Elon Musk is trying to do something different. Sorry, X.
X, yeah.
Because he wants it to be the everything app. So if anybody's going to try to do it on an app that it's not supposed to be on, it'll be him.
Right, all right. I could see something like Shatas making good money on like a Patreon subscription model. Like it's a cult. If it's a cult following, I can see a bunch of people buying it. It's got to be like that though. It's got to be Rocky Horror Picture Club.
But you won't get that. For that to be happen, it has to go viral. Like it's gonna be hard to have classics like back in the day because everyone used to have to go to the movies.
You mean in general?
Yeah, just for anybody.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, because everyone went to the movies. Everyone saw the same movies. Now, like everything, we have so much content. I could have watched 15 shows. You could have watched 15 shows, and there could be no overlap, and they're all new.
Fragmentation is insane when it comes to viewership.
Yeah, so there'll never be cult classics again.
It's interesting though
The
because
closest we got is the Marvel movies.
yeah. When it comes to movies, there's like classic moments for younger generations where they're like, that guy who was drinking the juice on the skateboard to that song.
Yeah, they have that stuff.
They got stuff like that. That's their closest to the Godfather they have, dude.
And they don't care, and they won't care, but it's not anything like it because no one cares about it after.
Isn't it weird?
Yeah, they just throw everything away.
This right here. Yeah, man. I don't know, but what about Disney movies? Because those still keep pumping out.
Disney's doing terrible right now.
Are they?
They're down like $9 billion or something.
Who's making movies?
Disney.
They're the ones pumping movies out.
Yeah, they're just losing on them all.
And didn't they just do the Black Little Mermaid?
Yep, I don't know if that one did well. I don't remember seeing anything, so I'm gonna say it probably didn't do well.
You know what last movie I feel like did the best?
They do all the Marvel ones.
Oh, okay. But I feel like the movie that did the best, like, new age promotion for how you're going to have to promo for movies now, Cocaine Bear.
Well, I would say it's Barbie.
Barbie did good, too.
Barbie is the 5th highest grossing movie in July ever.
Yeah, but I would say I saw that same type of push on social media for Barbie that I did with Cocaine Bear. Like,
but I'm telling you, Barbie shit all over Cocaine Bear.
oh, I know. I think Cocaine Bear didn't even do good at all.
Obviously, it didn't have the best promo. It just worked on you.
I guess maybe, yeah, that's true. I mean, I didn't watch it. I didn't see the movie. I didn't see either of the movies.
I didn't see, neither did I.
So it didn't work
I
on
didn't
me.
even see any Barbie promo. I just saw all of a sudden when it came out, everyone freaking out. I don't even know where the promo was at.
Oh, see, I saw a ton of Barbie promo.
So they knew to look for you. They knew I wasn't going to see that movie.
Yeah, there's like Barbie
Which is
promo.
crazy because she's tattooed on my leg.
Oh, yeah. Margot Robbie. But there's like promo at the end of every podcast that I watch, all that, like everything for the Barbie stuff.
I just listen to like Joe and stuff. They don't have. They all have. They're just like all the podcasts I listen to have the same advertisements.
How does your Joe Rogan podcast advertisement end?
I switch it.
Oh, you don't let it just go?
No, I always see there's like 2 minutes left, and I'm like, on to the next podcast. Click. But it definitely ends with some ad. I can't remember because every once in a while I'll click in. Normally one I've already heard.
It always takes me to a song.
Oh, no, mine always brings me to another podcast. I don't listen to music on Spotify.
Me neither.
I never have.
Oh, I have.
So it's not
Like
it's
never,
not-
ever, ever?
Never.
Dang. I don't like how Spotify's like your Spotify profile is not connected to like your Spotify for podcaster profile.
Yeah, or for artists.
I hate it.
I
What are they
also
doing?
don't- I also don't like that I can't like block shit.
You can't what?
Block shit.
What do you mean?
All right, so like their algorithm, it'll just pull stuff up after your next thing, like the music.
Yeah.
It's just gonna pull. It pulls stuff up I don't want it to pull up.
Oh, you can't block. Yup.
It's
Yup.
impossible. I hate it.
Agreed.
I did deep research trying to figure out how to do it. You can't do it.
Dude, you know what they pop up for me that I hate? What do you say? Yes, have you checked out the Twisted Metal show on Peacock? No, I have not. Thank you, Joshua. I will have to check that out, my guy. But God, it's hard to do. Live is different when you're trying to interact because you got to remember where you are and then talk to them.
You're not really supposed to interact with the live.
You're not?
Not when I see people doing podcasts.
Okay.
Now, normally it's popping up on the screen though.
I noticed that Louis J. Gomez, his live chat's like, he's got the thing called the racist live chat, and he'll read it sometimes. He'll be like, N-word, N-word,
Yeah, the
N-word.
ones I see it, they'll have a guy that's not doing the podcast read the stuff off.
Moderator.
Yeah, moderator.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be like, yeah, Jack the Giant 747 said you're a bitch.
He goes, go ahead and ban Jack.
He's like,
for
oh
the
yeah,
chat.
tell Jack he's a bitch too. Thanks.
Tell-
Moving on.
He's like, Shannon, ban Jack for 3 minutes from the chat. Nobody calls me
Tell
a
him
bitch.
send me $200.
And then he's just sending the money. Ting, 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 ting. That's hilarious, dude. Yeah, but the Barbie thing, that seemed like, for me,
Also Oppenheimer.
did you see it?
No, but that one just went crazy too.
People loved Oppenheimer, bro. Now, I noticed that Ben Shapiro did like a review of Barbie,
Sure he did.
and like, dude, his reviews sometimes they go so dummy, stupid, crazy viral. Like when he did Wet Ass Pussy, like just people hate when he does it. I hate it. I listen to it and I hate it. And like I love it. I love to take in the entertainment, but I'm hating him while I watch it. You know what I mean? He's like a heel in a WWE wrestling match for me. And oh, we got Casey Williams. Nice. But that Barbie movie, from what I hear from him, and all I know is what he said.
I know it wasn't for little kids.
It's definitely not for little kids, and I hear it's all about the like take down the patriarchy BS. Men are
Yep.
crap.
That's
Women
what I
are the
heard, too.
best stuff.
Yeah, so I was not interested.
I hear that there's a trans lady in it. Right?
I mean, I don't care about that.
Right. But I do hear there is one, and I hear Ken hits on her multiple times.
He's a faggot.
I guess so. I guess. Not the Ken that I remember. I thought that he loved Barbie. I thought that they were a couple in love.
Well, that doesn't work for this day and age's storyline.
They don't like that.
No.
And then
she's got to be strong and independent.
Right. And then I guess there was like a overused Barbie in there that was supposed to like represent like what like man in society will do to a woman. She's used and thrown away and thrown aside.
So how'd they get everybody to go watch that movie? How did they get men into that theater?
I don't know.
I was very interested.
With their girlfriend. I saw a bunch of selfies being posted on Twitter, like where like the guys Ken and the girls Barbie. Over. It's pretty smart. And I even saw it and thought, hey man, if I had a girlfriend, probably do the same thing. Not bad move.
way.
Not a bad move. And then I thought I would see really quickly, like one where the guy would be the girlfriend, like Ken, and the, like
No,
the,
that's too close to real life.
but they didn't do it.
It's too close to real life.
I mean, I thought I'd see at least one of them.
They're like, that's not even creative. That's just normal.
That's so funny, dude. They just show it and they don't say anything. They're like, oh, and another great couple, Barbie and Ken. All right, on to the next one. That is how we're rocking in 2020. 23. Yeah, dude. So I saw, isn't your boy going down? They
He's
indicted him again?
Yeah, whatever.
If you guys at home don't know, young Ozzy is a big, gigantic, massive, huge Donald Trumper.
I like him. He's funny.
He loves him. And I personally take no sides. I am no leftist.
He likes him too. Don't lie. I talked to him off camera.
I am no rightist.
He's not that, but he likes Trump.
I don't fuck with any part of the bird. But, yeah, I did see on my feed.
Does like the tower. Trump Tower.
I did see on my feed, though, bro, that your boy has been indicted again. What is it for this time? Some type of...
January 6th.
Oh, so he incited a riot?
Well, no, that's not what the charges are. I don't even know what the charges are on that one. I know the case isn't as strong on that one as the classified documents. That's the worst one. But through all these indictments, he's essentially locked in the Republican primary.
Yeah?
I mean, Ron DeSantis is in second. He's got 3 times as many votes as him.
So what do you think is going to happen? Is he going to become president and then pardon himself?
Yeah.
It's pretty gangster.
I know he's going to try to get all these thrown out as political interference. And there's a good case for it. Because why is he getting charged for January 6th right now?
Right.
It's been 2.5 years.
That is true. But don't tons of court cases take 2.5 years?
This one just started. It took 2.5 years to bring charges.
That happens sometimes, right? I've seen people go, Damon happened to Damon.
It doesn't normally
Happened to
happen
Damon?
on a type of an event that happened in one moment. Like if you're running a criminal enterprise, yeah, maybe it's going to take some years to get to the bottom of it. But if there's a riot, the next day you should be able to charge the people.
Right.
It was a riot. It's pretty clear cut. It's over.
Right. You know what I actually saw on Joe Rogan? He was saying that allegedly there was a lot of like agents in that crowd, bro. There was
Not
a lot
allegedly. That's fact.
Is that fact now? Wow.
I mean, the FBI won't admit it, but like, they're there on camera.
Yeah, I saw like this whole breakdown of it that showed like, I mean, you saw people that look like they wouldn't know each other start like doing stuff synchronized and stuff, dude. I don't know how to explain it very perfectly.
Yeah, because like this is why it's pretty much positive they're there. They asked the FBI about it, and they said they wouldn't comment on it instead of saying no.
Right.
If you say I'm not going to comment on it, then you did. Because the easy answer if you did it is I didn't.
And then why not just say no and do it anyways?
Yeah. So it's
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think we talked about this before. Like, they never get got. So,
They will if Trump wins.
will they?
He's going to fire everybody.
But at least they don't go to prison.
Because like this is what I really think happened his first time around. They got him. The swamp tricked him at the beginning.
The swamp got him?
The swamp got him at the beginning. He didn't really figure out what was going on until near the end.
Ooh, shouts out to Nirvana Nash. Hey, see you in the chat. Okay. So
they got people against him. They got him to pick people against him because he just didn't know what was going on. Like he appointed the guy that's running the FBI.
So it couldn't just be that he is a part of the swamp. He's just a murky swamp creature.
Because why would the swamp be after him?
Why is the swamp after him?
Exactly. That's why he can't be a part of the swamp. He could be a dirty businessman or whatever.
Yeah.
But he's not a part of that swamp because they hate him.
You know what's real funny, though? I'll tell you what the streets are saying. Like on No Jumper, on, like, I forget what it's called, but, like, big, like, hip-hop news, blah, 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 blah. Like, every time where it posts Trump, dude, I go into the comments. Every black guy's like, why they want this man so bad? He must be doing something right. Like, the streets
changed.
know.
It's changed.
The streets know.
They know because it's messed up. Because it's like, what's going on here?
They're like, why they trying to get him down like
I mean,
this?
it's so obvious political interference, honestly. It really is. It's like, as soon as the primaries start, you all just start dropping indictments left and right.
I mean, couldn't we say that about Biden, though? I mean, what is with all this smearing about his son, saying they're finding
talking about
cocaine
indicting, or they're talking about impeaching him right now.
Sounds to me like political interference, huh?
No, because he's the president. So an impeachment doesn't go into that. Because you're already in office.
I'm just saying that there's a lot of press about Biden right now
It's
taking
fine if
money.
It's the press. It's political interference if you're using government institutions to rig the election in your favor.
So all the
So, like,
smearing
the-
and stuff
so
is
like
fine.
the Twitter files, that was political interference because the FBI reached out and Biden's team and asked them to censor stuff that would change people's votes for the purpose of not having them change the votes.
But they're not. That's not getting prosecuted by the court of law or anything, right?
No.
Right. So they're
No,
good
but
to
we
go.
have all the facts that it's out there and they broke the law. It's just sitting there.
Cool. And who was the lawbreaker? The DOC?
Not the DOC. I would say the FBI.
Which is crazy because is the FBI working on behalf of the DOC?
The DOJ.
Or the DOJ? My bad.
No, they're working for the FBI. The Department of Justice is like the court system.
No, not the DOJ, bro. It's the DOC, the Democratic Party. That's what they call them. They call them the DOC.
Oh, no, they don't work for them. They just are left-leaning. They work
Obviously.
for themselves. They work for themselves, but right now they're aligned with them.
And what's that about?
What's that about? They have the same interests.
Destroy
They're
America.
the swamp.
To what?
They hate Trump because he was not listening to what was normally done. Like he came in, he's like, we're pulling troops out of NATO. We're done with them. They're like, no, we can't do that. He's like, that's what we're doing. Like Republican, Democrat before him, neither would ever think of that.
Right. For that military-industrial complex money.
You know, and even how Trump came up, like when they were trying to like rip him, and they were like, you don't pay any taxes. That's because I'm smart.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's like, they're like, how do you know there's all these loopholes? Because I use them. He's like exposing everything that they all do.
Dude, I know that on camera, he's like holding a piece of paper and he's like, this piece of paper, this is a confidential documentation, and I could be holding this. I could have unclassified it. And it really was. And then he lied and said that it wasn't.
Well, they don't actually have proof that it was. But
It's
they
looking
did
bad.
find it.
That's looking bad, dude. I mean, he literally broke the law on camera.
Well, they all did.
They all do.
They all did.
Joe did
Literally
too.
this, like George Bush, Pence,
Oh, they
Biden,
did?
all of them had classified documents.
You're kind of mixing things up, though. The one with,
Biden
I know.
Biden got it. They were all in his garage from when he was vice president with Obama.
That one is real, but the one with,
Pence got caught with shit too.
yeah, the shit he got caught with is like, I heard,
It's still classified documents. It's
Yeah,
the
but it
same
was-
charge. It's the exact same charge.
like,
I don't care how many you have. That's not how charges work.
yeah, I don't know how charges work. You say that's not how they work, but a judge is the one deciding. So if somebody
Very.
steals like uranium bomb crap and then another person steals like a baseball, that's
not
still
the same
classified
judge.
documents.
No, if you, baseball wouldn't be classified.
Let's say the baseball said something classified. I don't know. It's in the documents, though.
It's like that guy that stole the 150 documents and put them on Discord. Every single one of those was a charge, the same charge. It didn't matter what was in the document. He got 150 charges of stealing the documents.
Which is exactly what Donald Trump did. That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
It's funny he didn't get charged for every single one, though.
Yeah, why not? Maybe they should charge him for every single one.
It probably will turn into that so they can negotiate.
Wrap him up. But he did break the law. And,
I guess if you want to call it that. But, like, I don't care.
right. And he did it on camera.
I especially don't care about classified documents because I think they're ridiculous.
You think
Because
everything should be unclassified?
I think it's like 54% of United States documents are classified. Over half of our documents are classified. We're the people. We're supposed to be governing. We don't even have half the info.
Right.
So I don't care about the classified documents. It should pretty much all be unclassified. And if you're doing ultra shady shit, stop it.
Yeah, but isn't that bad for our country? Because can't the
Why-
bad guys get our secrets?
Why does the Middle East hate us so much?
We go in there and we put in fake democracy.
So if we had just like never gone over there and just weren't doing shady shit, we probably wouldn't have any terrorist issues.
What came first, the chicken or the egg?
Us. We came first.
There's no way to know. You know?
No, there is. Like we did it and then terrorism started.
No, I hear that we did start it, but I don't know. They say that we went there to stop it.
Yeah, and then they got called out because it was all lies.
It depends on what. Like, I
we
know
went
that.
there for weapons of mass destruction, which never existed.
They didn't?
No.
Did
And-
they really
and this
not?
is all factual.
But there's no way that, like, the Saudis ain't got weapons of mass destruction.
They don't.
There's no way. They have all the money.
Yeah, but they don't. But they're not. No one's giving it to them. You can have.
I don't know. Because
It's not
when
easy to get nuclear grade plutonium.
you
It's
say
not
that,
easy to build a nuke. It's not. It's very difficult.
what about like a nuclear submarine? Because I know.
That just holds nuclear bombs.
Oh. But what if there's no bombs on there? You buy the submarine with no bombs?
Supposedly, you can easily buy shit from Russia.
That's what I hear. And if you could buy it from Russia,
But I mean, I don't even care if they have weapons of mass destruction. No one's gonna use them.
yeah, I don't care either.
Like I personally think nukes are a positive.
The question comes down,
Keeps most everyone in check.
did the Arabs hit us first or did we hit them first?
We hit them first.
We hit them or they hit us?
We hit them.
It started before me and you were even born.
I know. That's my point.
Wasn't there's a Desert Storm thing too when we were like 4?
Yeah.
I don't
And
even
we're
know what that
always
is.
there.
Yeah.
They're not here. We're always there.
What about
fucking with
9/11?
them. That's way later. That's 20, 30 years later of us fucking with them.
They did come.
And we probably did it.
I hear we did it. But they probably did it
But
too.
they did it too. Yeah. We set them up. You know how we do stuff.
Yeah, we're smart,
We
dude.
convince other people to do our dirty work. We're literally doing it in Ukraine right now openly.
Yeah, we go over there, we pretend to be an Arab guy, and we go sit next to Osama, and we're like, America might need a bomb. And he goes, America might need a bomb. That's how we do, dude.
Why did he become Japanese?
I don't know. I don't know. I was listening to this Japanese guy last night on Tinfoil Hat. Oh, no. We might need a bomb. That's so funny, dude. Picture like a Japanese Putin. That would be terrifying.
That doesn't even sound real. Because how is Putin going to be respectful?
He seems respectful,
He is kind of respectful.
but a
But-
bully.
I'm about to say he's respectful in like a I own everybody way though, like an employer.
Yeah.
That's not really respectful.
Yeah.
That's almost the
Yeah.
most disrespectful.
Right. But I'll shake your hand, look you in the eye, and
But they
stuff.
love him over there.
In Russia,
Yeah.
didn't they just try to overthrow him?
This is very, very small. It was one guy with his troops.
How many troops, doggy?
4,000, but he had like 16,000. Only 4,000 came with him. So like 3/4 were like, fuck that.
That's 1,600.
16,000.
He had 16,000,
Yeah, they have like armies over there. They're
bro.
like-
That's a ton of humans
yeah, they have a whole bunch of humans over there, bro.
ready just to attack Russia, ready to go inside of Russia.
They were literally fighting Ukraine and then turned around.
You know what America should do? They should go put a little bug in that guy's ear. You know what I mean?
They don't even know where he is. No one does.
Uh,
He was supposed to go to Belarus or whatever because they banished him, but he never made it there.
They said Desert Storm happened in the 1990s. Then 9/11 happened in 2001. Okay. All right. Okay, so yeah, I guess we started it.
Yeah, I mean, people don't hate Sweden.
Nobody hates Sweden.
They're just over there doing their thing. Nobody hates Switzerland
Why do you bring those European countries up?
because they're minding their own business all the time, and nobody has a problem with them, and they're doing well.
Don't they take all the illegal money in the world and make it clean?
Switzerland does that.
So it's like
Exactly. So everyone loves them. All the government officials love them.
they got a little dirty
They're like,
secret.
listen, my
bro.
government's a little sticky on this shit. I'm gonna send it over through you. You'll just route it back in over here through there, and then boom, back into my bank account.
Yeah, so they're kind of like big. They're like a nation state
They
criminal.
just got caught doing some more shit too.
But isn't that just part of what they do?
They made some agreement to stop doing it.
But they didn't.
Yeah, they got caught doing it with some it's some different shit. They got caught doing it was like some other crypto that they use over in Russia and that Americans aren't allowed to buy, but they were like routing shit around so the Americans could get it.
Ooh, I like that. Because we should be able to own whatever we want.
That's what I think.
Yeah. So they're basically expressing personal freedom for Americans.
I'm with it. I like this. I like them. There's nothing to complain about.
Yeah, aren't they?
The thing that you brought up that's a negative is a positive in my head.
They're a
They
social.
help people get out of taxes. Wonderful. Fuck taxes.
Aren't they like a communist country?
They're socialists.
Socialist communism?
But they have
No, it's called democratic socialism.
But like
That's what it's called.
Sweden has huge oil deposits, so like they're filthy rich because of that, and that's why everyone can live so well there.
They got oil like the Saudi money.
Not like that much, but they're a tiny little country and they share it.
And
Unlike
Saudi's
the
big?
The Saudis have I don't think they have the majority of the oil. I think Russia might, but we buy from Saudi. That's where we get our oil from. So that's why we hear about them all the time.
We don't buy any of that nasty Russian oil.
I think we get like maybe 3% of it or something.
Who's buying all that Venezuelan oil?
I have no idea.
Don't they have all of it? Like almost all in the world?
Literally, like all the resources there. They got tons of gold. They got I'm pretty sure they have like lithium down there. They got oil.
Whoa. And what are they buying?
It's people's souls.
Yeah, because they're a poor crap country.
Well, they're not poor. Just the people are.
Yeah, but their country
the rulers
looks like
have
poop.
lots of money. Yet not if you went to like their embassy and shit.
That's where the dope
It's
is.
all pimped out. You know, they're living like North Korea over there.
The kids are eating rats, and then the rats are eating the kids. No,
And
they
then
let
the
you
parents
out
are
of there,
eating the
though.
rats.
That's the difference. You can get the fuck out. You can get out. You can run. You can go to Mexico.
But yeah, the guy doesn't think he's a god.
Yeah, he's just like, you're
He
not
just-
going to
he
take me
just
out of
thinks he has
power.
The power of God.
Yeah.
What about the Israelis over there?
Oh, what about him? I saw Netanyahu. Is that his name? Netanyahu, the leader on Lex Friedman's show.
Yeah, he's trying to take over.
Over the whole world?
No, over the country. So essentially, what he's trying to do.
Shout out to Jews, by the way. I love
they're
Jews.
trying to change the powers and take them away from the Supreme Court, essentially to stop the executive branch from doing what they want to do.
But what do they want to do?
I think they want to take full control, and he wants to dictate.
I mean, I don't know. Does America back it?
It would probably end their democracy. So,
I
probably
mean,
not.
he doesn't talk like that's what it's like, you
Of
know?
course, he's a good politician. He's literally Trump. He's literally like he was in the position of Trump. Like a little while ago, he was president. He got voted out. New guy took over. Then he came back and won it the next time.
I know he's been in power for like 17 years.
But he was, well, yeah. But like, so that happened with him though. He lost power, then regained power.
I don't know. All I know is Lex, like Donald Trump sounds good at least. This guy don't sound good. Donald Trump, like Lex was like,
You also have to remember language. So when you're listening to someone talking not in their normal language,
he sucks though.
of course, because he doesn't talk he talks to the Israelis, not to you.
But Putin's great. Putin knows how to speak English where it sounds like smart. I don't know or smart Alec.
But I'm
Fry,
saying
smart guy.
But I'm saying if Trump was supposed to go talk Japanese, he'd sound like an idiot.
Ching chow,
Ching chow, chung chung cha.
chi chow.
It'd be like the guy just said, "Wall jump, jump, jump high."
All I'm saying is like he can't cover up his truth. I guess like Lex is like basically like, yo, man, you think that the fact that you've been president for 17 years that there's been any type of corruption that might
No.
have like, yeah, he's like that. No, not at all. No, not possible. Not even possible, dude. It's not even possible. You sound stupid. People would like you more if you'd be like, yo, it's impossible for no one to just say mistakes. Say mistakes have always been made.
No, he's trying to take like the God leader approach.
Yeah, us Americans hate that. We don't
Yeah.
believe in that.
Yeah,
like,
but he doesn't care.
woo.
Because they could run rampant on the whole Middle East. They have the best military.
Even on the Saudis?
Yeah, because we gave them it. It's our stuff.
Yeah, but they would never go after the Saudis.
I mean, they might. Who knows? They're very religious, which is very scary. Because religious people are willing to do crazy shit for their religion.
Yeah, the leader ain't though. He's a psych. He don't care about nothing but money and power.
Well, guess who also does crazy shit?
The Saudis.
People that want money and power.
Actually, it said that the Saudis and Israel are like this.
Probably because there's money involved.
They're like this, dude. They love each other. It's the
Which makes sense because we are all in that loop together. Like we were very close. We're at war with Saudi against Yemen, and Yemen did nothing.
But be against Saudi.
Yeah, well, I mean that's the agreement we did so that they would use our dollar as the world currency.
I'm saying their mistake was when they went against the Saudis, because that's going against us.
It wasn't at the time.
Yeah, they should have known.
That's how we got That's how we got the oil deal.
We've been on their oil though for a long time though.
No, we weren't.
Really?
We had our own oil.
Who are we getting our oil from?
The Rothschilds.
In Europe?
That was in America.
Oh,
The Rothschilds are from America.
they're from America?
That's where their money came from.
That's where they made all their money.
Yeah, all the Carnegies, all those names, they're like American names.
Carnegie for sure. I don't think Rothschild though.
Yeah, he's an oil tycoon here.
I'm gonna have to look that one up.
Look it up.
Carnegie is steel, right?
Yep.
That's steel,
Yeah.
and definitely American for sure. But I think the Rothschild are from England.
That doesn't mean that the money's from England
So you're saying they made all their big bucks when they hit America?
here.
I think they made most of their money in the banking industry in England before, in Europe before.
Let's see.
Let's look them up, ladies and gentlemen. And if you guys out there watching live know anything about it, go ahead and leave it in the chat, dude. Or if you guys watching later know anything about it, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Yeah, dude. Got him. Roth's child family fortune. That's not 4chan. If you know what that is, you know. Fortune.
Just click that.
It's just telling how much they're worth, but I want to see when they made their first amount. First made. I know one of the Rothschild daughters was dating a black guy. While the Rothschild family has been traced back to the 15th century, the banking dynasty was started in the late 18th century by Mayer Amschel Rothschild. He and his 5 sons grew their banking house into the multinational enterprise and future Rothschild expansion into a number of other industries. So are you're mixing up a name?
Maybe does it say oil?
No. Because you're thinking of a different person. I
then
know
there's-
who you're thinking of because I just saw this yesterday. His father was a guy
It's
named...
one of the Illuminati guys.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
one of the big names.
But you just said the wrong name. Because the Rothschild is old. Carnegie, and then there's someone else who fought with Carnegie the whole time.
That guy's gone though.
Yeah, but what's his name?
It doesn't matter because he got absorbed.
Oh, well. I don't know.
Type in American oil tycoon.
American oil tycoon. I know the Bushes were, but that's later. Tycoon.
Rockefeller. That's what it was.
Yeah, dude. Yep, Rockefeller. But he was the one that I think he did have a competition with Carnegie.
He did. It was him. And
It's
then they
Carnegie
split.
that's gone now. Their family's gone.
Yeah, but I don't think it was from that. I think Carnegie. They made some deal, and Carnegie bought up his steel or something like that.
Yes.
I watched some documentary.
Yes.
on
No,
it a
you're
long
right.
time
You're right.
ago.
Because he got busted for monopoly shit.
Yes, that's what it was. The monopoly.
Mm-hmm. And that's actually when he made the most money because they had to sell off all his shit, and that's when all the money came in or whatever. I don't know. Wow, that's so great, dude. So I know
think
that.
Carnegie was the up and comer, actually.
Yeah. I just know that Carnegie died broke, but by choice. He gave all his money away. Something weird.
Lame.
Philanthropy, I guess. But did he really go? I bet his family's got money.
If he didn't, then he's a piece of shit. I don't care about that philanthropy. Your main goal as a man is to provide for your family.
Right?
If you don't do that, I don't care how many other people you help. You're a piece of shit.
What if you don't want him to be like multi-millionaires and stuff, though? What if you just want him to be nice? You think that's okay? Like, what if you lived a baller billionaire lifestyle, but when you die, you make it so like each person gets $43,000, whatever the average
Piece of
amount of
shit.
money. Really?
Piece of shit.
Why? You're like, yo, you guys got to make your own
Because-
money. Get out there.
Because you decided that the other people are worth more than your family.
What other people?
Whoever else is getting this fucking money.
Nobody gets it. Nobody
it has
gets
to
it.
go somewhere. It can't just sit in a trust.
It can't sit in a trust.
It's got to go somewhere. When you die, you don't own it. It has to become someone else's property. Probably the banquet sees it.
It can't
And
slowly
if you
trickle.
let the bank sees it, then for sure you're a piece of shit. Give it
It-
to the only people that don't need money.
It can't slowly trickle
To who?
to
Yeah.
your kids. but you don't want it to exceed the average amount of an American's like yearly wage. They only get whatever that yearly
you
wage
still sound
is.
like a piece of shit guy.
I think it's kind of funny though. It's not too bad. You're taking care of them.
Yeah, it's pretty shitty though because you live the baller lifestyle and decided they don't deserve it.
But when they were young, they got to live it with you.
No, they didn't.
I'm
They
saying
were young. You know, it's not even the same. Like if you're balling out as a parent, your kids are not balling out like you are because they're probably not even doing the things they want to do. You're balling out.
you've never seen those photos like Big Meech and his son where they're like on private planes, got diamonds on his kid and stuff. You don't consider that balling out? They're in Hawaii, they're in Costa
You still
Rica.
got them diamonds later on in your life?
I don't
Or
know.
did he take them back because he's too worried about your $43,000 you're supposed to live on? That's what I'm saying. If it was like, look at this great lifestyle we get to live, and then you pull the rug out from under them,
It's almost worse.
that's worse.
It's almost
You're
worse,
like a
right?
piece of shit.
But what if what you want them
At
to
least give them an opportunity to make that money. Like, how'd you make all that money? They're not taking over the company or something?
So what if that's how you offer a hand?
I'm
Like-
fine with that then.
All right, so they get 44.
You can have to earn it, but
They
there
gotta
should be
earn
a
it.
way to earn it.
Okay.
If you just want to give it to random people, you're a piece of shit. You didn't even take care of your family. That's the basic thing. Poor people do that.
Well, the 44,000 does take care.
Sure, but you're still a piece of shit.
Didn't Shaq say that's what he's gonna do?
He said they need to get a master's degree,
Oh, and then they get all the money they want?
and then they get access to the funds or whatever.
That's not that bad.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's very simple. Like, cool, you have to do something, and I'll give it to you because you earned it then.
Not even a PhD?
I mean, why a PhD? Like if you get a PhD in most things, you're dumb. Why did you waste your time going to get that much schooling when you're not even gonna get paid much more? And it's harder to get a job with a PhD because no one wants to pay you.
Yeah, but if he's like my dad, Shaq, bro, what do you mean? I don't need to work. I just need access to the funds.
Well, sure, you could do that, but I'm saying, why would Shaq want that?
I would be like,
Get a doctorate. Make sure you go in there and just learn shit that doesn't even matter.
if I was Shaq, I'd go, every one of my kids are a doctor. Every one of my kids. That's what it'd be about for me. Every single one of my kids is a doctor. That's what it'd be about.
Except for none of them would be a doctor if you were like that. Guarantee it. Maybe
What?
one. Because they'd hate it because you tried to force it their whole life.
No money. My baby girl is a doctor. My favorite kid is a doctor.
At least one of them's tested him. Is going to become like a crackhead.
Oh, yeah.
At least one. Probably all of them.
He's got a lot of boys. I see them on TikTok, dude.
They're like the ones in the NBA or about to be in the NBA or something.
Well, the younger ones look a little hip heavy to be in the NBA, if you know what I mean. Like they've been eating too much. He's got a fat family, is what I'm trying to say.
He's a big guy.
But I know that he said like I forget. He's been losing weight though. He's looking good. He personally is looking like he's dropping the weight.
Well, he does that all the time, back and forth.
He goes up and down, up and down.
Yeah, he's always getting in shape, and then all of a sudden he's getting in shape again, which means he got out of shape. I don't even notice normally because I'm not paying that much attention.
He'll just be on ESPN and say,
Well, yeah, he's TNT. He's on TNT wearing a suit, sitting down, so it's hard to tell a big difference.
right. TNT, eh? So he'll just say it one day. He'll be like, actually, I'm not eating cake no more. I'm getting in shape.
Well, if you watch the show, that's exactly kind of how it happened. It's the most organized talk. It's like a podcast for like 10 minutes about, but it starts with the game, and then they're just roasting each other and shit.
Are they watching the game?
Did you see Shaq's Instagram? Guy's back in shape. Bring it up. And they'll bring the picture up. He's flexing.
He's like, I had to give up the cake. I'm trying to look good.
He's like, yeah, I'm trying to get back in shape. You know what I mean? Barbecue chicken, that's it. That's all I'm eating. Barbecue chicken.
Just barbecue chicken. I had to cut everything
Barbecue
out.
chicken, lettuce.
I mean, if all you eat is barbecue chicken, you're going to be pretty good. That's just.
You probably need a little more fat. In
You
your
do.
diet.
You do. But and butter,
Then you're good.
throw it in that butter, sizzle it up. Ugh, I don't like the feeling of like a ketone body. Like I've been in ketosis like that, like rocking ketogenic daily diets for months. I hate it. I don't feel good. But you feel thin. That's for darn sure.
I mean, I ingest a lot of sugar
Yeah.
and drinks.
But I just feel like sugar in general makes you feel like pumped, like gliked up.
It doesn't do much to me at all.
Really? That's
It
great.
doesn't really matter what I eat. Like, the only thing I really feel is super affected is my strength.
What about creatine?
What about it?
Like if you were to drink creatine with like liquid carbohydrates during your workout, it doesn't give you a more fuller pump?
I don't drink it during my workout.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I don't really drink anything during my workout.
Intro carbohydrate. Oh, you don't drink water?
No, I just work out and leave.
Interesting. Does your mouth get dry?
No, I don't even really sweat. Cause I'm like, first off, it takes a lot for me to sweat. I gotta do like some heavy cardio, where it's gotta be really humid. If it's really humid, I'll sweat.
What if you're doing like a circuit of body weight?
I don't do circuits. I do like strength training.
Oh. Not like jail workout?
Or like push-ups.
Yeah, I'm saying, what if you did do that? Like, if you did like 5, or I don't know how many you do. I was thinking, so you 10 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, and then like 10 burpees. That wouldn't get you sweating?
No.
Wow.
No, I wouldn't be sweating from that.
That's crazy.
I could do that right now super easy too. That wouldn't even be hard.
Man. Interesting. I feel like those circuit trainings is what gets me the most sweating.
Well, you're always trying to lose weight.
That's true.
I don't want to sweat. I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm trying to gain mass.
Why don't you just do the power lifter stuff?
I'm practically am. But powerlifter doesn't necessarily build that size with the strength. Like the 1 to 3, the 2 to 3 rep range is a little low. And it's kind of dangerous.
For sure.
It's kind of
Why-
dangerous.
If they say statistically not, but it feels like it is.
Well, first off, if you don't have a spotter, it certainly is.
Well,
Because whether or not I'm going to be able to do that second to third one,
of what?
the rep.
Yeah, but a deadlift, drop it. Squat,
Alright.
drop it. Not a bench.
Bench press.
No, don't do that. You need a human. Because they say that's not even like a natural movement.
But
I don't
also,
know.
I'm not trying to get caught under the bar on a squat. Yeah, I could drop it, but I'm not trying to do that.
I always do low bar
Deadlift,
squat,
For sure, but the deadlift's the one you can hurt yourself on the easiest.
I guess. But
Because you could really pull through it when you shouldn't be able to.
like if you're losing form or something.
Yeah, and like just being able to push it, like for like when I'm doing a bench and it's something I can't do, there's no pushing through that. It's like the bar starts coming down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get to the top, it's not you can just hold it there. But like with a deadlift, you can just keep pulling.
You could sacrifice like your form to make it move.
Yeah, there's a lot more willpower you can get in there.
And then you get into an uncompromisable position, get hurt.
Yep. So
You can, but that's your problem. Like, you got to mentally calm it down and drop the weight.
well, yeah, that's why I don't mess with those weights. So I do the 4 to 6 rep range.
Oh, 4 to 6.
And then if I'm doing isolation, I'm doing like 5 to 9, maybe 10. Because you can't work with that same kind of weight. Isolation stuff.
Yeah.
If you try,
Oh, definitely. You'll get
Yeah.
hurt. You can't do it with isolation.
yeah, any isolation. I'm just saying, like, it's really weird with isolation because it's like impossible to do good form unless it's light.
Yes.
Like literally too easy. And then when you go up, your form's just fucked.
Yeah, because that's like I don't know if this is actually even true, but they say like it's gonna focus on your different muscle fibers, cause like slow methodical movement and shit is gonna be like they say like the fast twitch compared to the slow twitch. I don't know if that's actually true though. That's what they claim. Like rather than if you're doing an explosive movement, would be more training of your fast twitch muscle fibers. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but they say that it's not true because they say your fast twitch and your slow twitch is like a genetic predisposition.
It is, but they also say there's type X. And everybody doesn't have it, but some people do, and they'll change.
Oh, that changes?
Yeah, they're like stem cells almost.
Yeah, but is that
So,
still
like-
something
so
you're born
like
with?
when you begin working out at the beginning, they're going to adapt to what you're doing. But once they change, they're set in place.
That's just some people, though?
Yeah, it's not many people. They just discovered this. Like I don't know when they discovered it, but it's relatively new.
Yeah, I don't know. They just say, like, if you're working on, like, your explosive power compared to this and that you can't gain much, that it's, like, genetic. I don't even know if that's...
No, that's not true.
That's what they claim. Like, even Joe Rogan says that. He's like, yo, people got punch knockout power, and they don't. And it does seem to be some, like,
Well,
display of that.
That's because you're doing a different motion.
What?
Like if you train punching, you're going to bring your punch up a bunch.
Yeah, but they're saying, like... Some people just seem to not be able to pack a specific amount of power that other people do, and it's not based off the muscle. It's not based off of this, that.
No, it's off technique.
Yeah, but he's saying it's not technique. It's like
I disagree. I bet you it is technique.
I feel like it's an ability to throw your hips.
That's what I'm saying. It's part of the technique. And maybe you have a genetic predisposition to be worse at it. So it causes you not to get as clean of a technique.
Right. Right. Yeah, I feel like it would come down to technique. But he seemed. I feel like he would know more about martial arts than I. So, but I don't know. I definitely would say though that there's like people. There's definitely people that seem to be able to throw a punch with their fist better because of the way their fist is. Like they got thicker wrists.
Oh, that all could be true for sure.
You know what I mean?
Just like dude can have a chin. It means you got a thick ass neck.
Yep.
So your head don't rattle as much, and you might have a thicker skull.
Or the blood-brain barrier they say is thicker on some people. CTE they say like
You definitely do that, but back to the fast twitch. I mean, the fast twitch is like when you do heavy lifting too. Like
yeah, they say that. They claim that.
Obviously, people build the shit out of that.
Oh, you mean because your strength goes up?
Yeah, your strength goes up a bunch. You put on mass.
Yeah, have you noticed or not noticed, but like Lane Norton speaks about this though. There is like a it's not large. He said it's like a 30 percentile of humans though. It will barely go up. Like some people cannot increase their strength very much. It's like a minuscule margin.
Oh, they probably just got garbage genetics. They're literally at their peak.
Right.
That's just that can happen because everybody's got peak. That means you're gonna have to run some cycles.
Right.
That's how you get past that.
Sucks. Gross. No, I don't know. But
because if you're like all slow twitch fibers, you're cooked.
yeah, but it doesn't determine how you look. So why don't you just focus on your look?
It does matter.
See, that's the thing. Some people will look muscular, lean, big muscle, but they're weak. They're not very strong.
Well, yeah, they're probably on roids then,
No, not always. That's not how it works.
or they just look like that.
Yeah, there's tons of that.
Yeah, I don't quite understand that, but I guarantee if they started working out, they'd get really strong, because those people never work out normally.
Right.
It's just people that look jacked, and it's like if they got in the weight pit and started lifting weights, they'd probably be monsters like so fast. If that's your starting point.
But they're not very strong, even though they're muscular. That's what you got to remember. Like right now, even like you put them on the bench, they look all good or whatever.
So their muscle's not dense. As soon as they start working out, it's going to dense up.
Maybe not.
Well, muscle density is definitely a huge.
Well, will increase. It will increase. Everyone makes some type of increase. Like everyone's body has an adaptable ability of some sort.
Quite a bit, I think.
Yeah, it's all different for different strokes, different folks, you know?
Yeah, I think it's the fibers. It's your percentage. It's slow to fast.
You think a whole bunch of slow means you're not going to look muscular or something?
No, you won't, because you have thin fibers that are meant for long distance and endurance, which means they're tighter. And they sit way closer to the body.
I don't know if we can tell those things because we can't cut humans open and see the percentages and stuff. It's like...
They have. I read a whole book on this.
Really?
Fast twitch is like the one that you can build up and see. And slow twitch, you're not going to see it. It's like if you do 1 billion push-ups. It's like when you do all them push-ups, you don't get that big doing calisthenics.
Some people in jail do, though, right?
It's because they're big. They're always big.
Right.
They just cut down. Normally, that's all it is. They cut up. Nobody gets big off it. And if they did, they've never worked out a day in their life. And they're supposed to be monsters. And if they go hit the weights, they'll get even way bigger.
So you think someone like Marco, if he was in the weight pit a lot, would get way bigger?
I think he already is in the weight pit, and he is big.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know if he worked out.
I don't think he lifts
I don't think he
for
lifts
that.
weights.
I'm sure he does. Most
Maybe
of
he
them
does.
guys do in some capacity, just probably not a lot. I'm sure if he wasn't, yeah, I mean, Smalls gets big really quick, so yeah. It's all food
What, the size you can grow?
for them, yeah.
Oh, for them.
For me too. It's how much food can you eat? Like obviously there's a level that you're gonna get to, but it's way harder to get the food in than to get to that level.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that there are some people that you're just not going to always grow. It doesn't always work out that way. Like you could be very, very muscular, get in the gym, and you don't really gain that much strength. Or like,
It's because you're doing it wrong then. You're working out wrong. All right,
Maybe.
so for example, I worked out on the higher rep system for like my first year working out. I made like such minimal strength gains, and as soon as I went to the 4 to 6, I was just leveling up.
Your personal experience.
Yeah, but I'm saying in my personal experience, that's what happened. I had like not that I had no response. My reps went up, but I could never get the weight up. It just trained my slow twitch fibers to continue to be able to hit the same weight.
Okay. Yeah. But some people, they just will not make massive strength gains.
Because they're not lifting heavy weight.
Even when they lift heavy weight.
They're not. I don't believe it then. Because
That's what's interesting.
I don't believe it.
It's in like
because
the
I see people
science.
say that no, it's not in science. The science.
For sure.
First off, there's the science everywhere, and there's tons of science backing. Lift heavy, get stronger.
Yeah,
You're
for
go-
sure.
You're going to get to a level where you can't get any higher. That's your genetic maximum or whatever. Your genetic maximum output or something. That's the term.
It also says lift heavy, gain size. Your muscles will grow a bit larger.
They
Those
will.
are intrinsically tied to each other. But like, look at a bodybuilder who keeps weight
They're on
minimal.
juice. They're
Yeah.
on juice. They don't count.
What
They're
about real
literally
body?
cheating.
What about natural
Because
bodybuilders? Like the ones that
they're
are
all-
NPC.
most of them are lying. Almost all of them are lying. All the ones I see are lying because I see what you look like. You're not a natural bodybuilder. You can't get down to that vascular.
Yeah, they're
It's
not,
the
I don't think they're competing. I mean, like the ones in competition, in natural competition.
What about them? They're genetically gifted.
They're genetically gifted, but I'm saying
That's period.
their mind to muscle connection theory stuff, and then they don't lift really, really heavy thing, and they get big muscularly. I'm saying
Because
like
they're
they don't do
supposed
it.
to be big. They're already big.
Right? There's no way to
Like
know.
John Cena was like a giant human being, and Brock Lesnar was a giant human being.
But that makes the whole conversation of it so hard because big guys are attracted to that type of thing. Like they're like, oh, muscles. I'm already muscly and bigger muscle. Like if it comes natural and easy, it's hard to know what came first,
it's
the
not,
chicken or
it's
the
not
egg.
that it's coming natural and easy. They have to put the same amount of work in. They're just getting a giant head start.
But also if they see better results faster because their bodies are just more attuned to muscularity, that's another reason why they'll be in it. It's just hard for me to even know. Like, was that a muscularly kid that came to this gym, or was
If
it
you're
the
a
training?
natural bodybuilder, you are genetically gifted.
That's true too, I guess.
Period.
Yeah.
Period. I mean, if you're a regular bodybuilder, you're probably fairly genetically gifted.
Yeah, but like you said, they're on too many drugs for us to know their growth patterns and this and
They
that.
probably still had to be good with the drug pattern. Look at Rob.
I know, but I'm saying once they're on drugs, it's too many variables for us to even be like, okay, well that's why this guy's big and this guy's not, like you're saying. But when they're at least when they're natural, then we can be like, all
No,
right,
but it really explains why they can lift the way they can. Because the reason I've read why you're not supposed to do the high reps and shit that they like the bodybuilders say to do is because your muscles can't heal in time because you're tearing them apart.
right.
But then when you do a bunch of steroids, now you're healing fast. That's the whole point of them. So you can do them heavy workloads of the low reps.
Right. So I guess it comes down to the natural
And they don't
bodybuilder.
get super strong from it.
No, they don't. No.
Yeah.
But-
they're just
yeah.
but they've hacked they biohacked their system.
The question comes down to what does the natural bodybuilder do? Does he do all those bunches of reps that the drug guys do, or does he do powerlifting?
He has to do both.
Usually they focus on powerlifting.
I was about to say you got to get big and then you have to cut down at the end.
Yeah. Well, so the way natural bodybuilders, at least like Lane Norton does it, it's like their exercise regimentation is powerlifting. And then it's like they're in a calorie deficit while trying to maintain their powerlifting regimentation. But they're decreasing in weight because they know they have to in the calorie deficit.
Yeah.
They actually never do any type of like that, like 20 reps, 25 reps. They never do any of it at all.
Because it doesn't work.
Without
it doesn't
drugs.
work without drugs.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Because our
interesting.
bodies aren't meant to fix that quickly.
But what about guys that just do calisthenic stuff?
I mean, they're
'Cause
good
they seem really
calisthenics.
shredded.
Yeah, but if you put them in a weight pit, they're going to be weak if they don't go to the weight pit.
Their muscles are like,
They're fake. That's what I call it. They're like inflated and thin. And they're not dense.
but they can do a lot of stuff with their body.
Yeah, but they also don't weigh much. Because that's me. I can do a whole bunch of that crazy shit.
Like
'cause
muscle ups and stuff.
All that shit. It's all easy. And it's all just because I got my weight lower. Like, I was stronger at 170, and I couldn't do any of it.
Oh, okay.
And then I got down to like 165, and it was all possible. And now I'm like 155, and it's easy. I could do like 8 muscle ups for sure in a row.
Oh!